Everyone, welcome to this week's Trimcraft Tuesday and also my first video of the year. Happy New Year to you all. So I'm starting off the year with a scrapbook layout with first edition All That Glistens. It is a snowy themed layout but not like traditional snowy colours, I would say. Now I started off really desperately wanting to use that paper I've got out there, that sort of vintagey cream colour with like the holly leaves going across in gold, but it just wasn't working with this cut file. I've cut with, this is one of the Paige Evans free cut files she provides on her Facebook group. I'll link if you're interested. But yeah, it broke my heart, but I just couldn't use it for this particular layout. So I had to choose another one. I'll use it for something else. But yeah, as I said, it wasn't working. Just sometimes you have to admit that it's not working and choose something else. So I went with the same kind of background colour, except it's not quite as cream. It's slightly more white. There's a very subtle sort of diamond effect print in the background and also some printed words which are really subtle as well. So I've used this snowflake stencil from Echo Park and some Nouveau embellishment mousse in black ash, I think, just to add some more snowflakes to the background, because my colour scheme is basically white, black and gold. As I said, not going for traditional snowy colours here. I did a couple of snow layouts last year and they were all, you know, silver and blue and the colours you expect for a snow layout. But I just, yeah, wanted to do something a bit different. I did just do my cut file in white, just to keep things simple though, but I am going to be putting lots and lots on this cut file. Now the reason the cut file is in two pieces is because, as I've said before, I have a silhouette portrait rather than a silhouette cameo, so it basically means I can only cut up to 8 inches wide. So when a cut file is a big one, I have to get a bit creative on how I can cut it. So I basically just cut the whole thing in half and did it twice on 2 bits of paper. It's actually a square frame, but I've kind of altered it a little bit to look more like a circly snowflake wreath. Now, to back my photo, that little thing I've just put there, that was left over from a failed project. It's basically a piece of chipboard that's been painted gold and has paper from All That Glistens on it. I do actually end up using the other side that has a slightly different paper. The one that's actually the smaller version of the one that I really wanted to use originally for the layout. But yeah, just left over from a failed project. It happens. My photo, very simple one. It's just Conan, my cat, sitting on the wall in the garden when it was covered in snow. And I really didn't think he'd want to go out because he's not a big fan of the snow, is Conan. But he just sort of sat there looking very majestic. And I just really like the photo. So that's all there is to it, really. So once my cut file was down, I also just sort of bundled up some gold and also some just sort of white glittery bits of thread and just sort of put those under the various bits of the cut file just to look sparkly and pretty and stuff like that. And then I'm just going to add loads of embellishments around my cut file. So I've got die cut snowflakes. The big snowflake and the little stars are the dies from Trimcraft Festive Wonder. There we go, almost forgot there. And then I've also got like that big flower, it's from Festive Wonder, as are the snowflake charms. Those wooden snowflakes that are glittery are from, yeah, Helt's Couple Ditch Christmas Village. There we go, that's a lot of names to remember. Basically lots and lots of different Trimcraft things. The buttons are from one of last year's, or actually now it's the year before because it's now 2019 anyways, one of 2017's Christmas collections. So you're just adding loads and loads of things all around the wreath like that. Now, at that stage, I wasn't really happy with how things were going. I just didn't like the way it looked, to be honest. So I've distressed the whole edge of the layout with a distressing tool. And then I'm going in with the Nouveau glue pen and some gilding flakes just to add a little touch of gold to each corner. And I've kind of done them in that way that it kind of, you know, they're at a slight angle, so that it kind of adds to that circle effect kind of thing, just kind of trick the eye, I suppose. And then I'm going to go around the whole thing with some Distress Oxide in Black Soot. Quite lightly, I didn't want to overdo it, but I just think it helps the whole layout just, you know, hold it together and not be so floaty and stuff like that. But yeah, where I use the gilding flakes, 2 corners are much better than the other 2 corners. I just don't know why. I haven't quite learnt the secret to these things yet. Sometimes they work perfectly, sometimes not so perfectly. So I wanted some more things around my wreath here, so I've just punched out some snowflakes and some stars with little sort of 1 centimetre punches and gold glitter card, put those all around the wreath, and then going in with the glitter enamel dots from Trimcraft Festive Wonder. Yep, that's the one. These glitter enamel dots, they are so pretty. I love them so much. But yes, using a mix of gold ones, and I'm also going to go back in with some of the black ones, because once I'd got all the gold ones down, I was like, I need some more black basically on the layout. So just added a couple just to help. Actually, I think I may have added quite a few thinking about it. But yeah, just trying to encourage the whole circle theme going on, trying to make that rectangle actually a circle. So my title, I'm not very good at titles. We've had this discussion before, but yeah, I just went with Snow Kitty because I couldn't think of anything else. The alphas are the Love to Craft ones from Poundland. Love these glitter alphas so much. I'm so glad I bought many spare packs for myself. I think they're brilliant. When I put the word kitty down the bottom, I was going to have cat, but I thought kitty would balance out a bit better than cat. And then when I'm using a word like that and I need it to be in a certain place, I always start with the middle letter so that, you know, it's nicely centered like that. Here I am adding those black glitter enamel dots. I just think they add a lot more depth to the whole thing. It just helps. Adding the date down there, it's actually February last year, from, you know, when we had the beast from the east in the country. But yes, if you're wondering about the glitter flower I put down on the top right there and why there's only one of them, I couldn't put 2 down because that would have looked funky, and I thought 3 would just be way too much, so I just decided to stick with 1, and it just kind of, it stands for itself kind of thing. Those glitter flowers are so beautiful. Anyways, finishing off with some Heidi Swap Colour Shine in gold, obviously, for this layout. And again, another obvious one is the Trimcraft either pearl or enamel effects. I never remember which ones are which, but the gold ones, and just putting loads and loads of those down, tapping them from behind to flatten them out, and then that's it for this layout. So it's actually quite a quick one for me. I went through the stages of hating it and then loving it and then not liking it, and then I ended up, yeah, I'm happy and I like it. And I like that it's a bit different for a snow themed layout in that it's gold and black rather than, again, you know, the silver kind of colours and stuff. So yes, there we go, finished. Thank you so much for watching. Links as always in the description box. Please let me know if you have any questions, anything to say. Please leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And yeah, okay, I think I'm done. Happy New Year again. Bye bye.